Talk Shit, Get Hit 6. This is a place where last years of boomers and the beginning years of Gen X want to learn and discuss how to raise their kids and grandkids differently than the way they were raised. Today, let's talk about fear versus love. As moms, our fear can come from our own confidence. Because of the way we were raised, where we really didn't get a chance or opportunity to talk and discuss about our feelings and emotions. We didn't get a chance to work on working through our own fears. We only learned how to shove it down with other feelings and emotions that we had. We were taught to stay away from fear in all of its aspects. But now I realize when a fear comes in, it is like a note to self that there's something that I have to heal from. And it's usually something from the past by the way I was raised. In comes love, and that's what can help you to learn to deal with your fear. It's an emotion that we try to shove down and try to just get rid of. But like the Beatles said, all you need is love. For our kids who are athletes, this is probably one of the hardest things that they have to work through. Keeping a positive mind free from fear is a daily challenge for these athletes. In our kids' minds, they are constantly fighting the fear of, am I good enough? So here are some strategies for moms to help strengthen their child's mind using loving strategies to replace the fear-based ones. These are the strategies that I'd like you to use to help you. I wrote them down for you. So first, we have look at fear differently, replace negative thoughts with positive ones, meditate. Fear helps us to grow and to live with that, and then to listen to our kids as they express their fear. When it comes to looking at fear differently, I remember meeting the author Matt Kahn after he did a talk, and I was discussing my first book, this book, Parenting Scholar Athletes, and the fear I had about writing it. And I said, so maybe I should just, shove it down or drop it, let it go. And he said, well, let's look at your book as if it is a baby. And what do you think is happening? So I said, I'm just fearing, so I just want to drop it like I always did. And he said, exactly. If it was a baby, would you just drop a baby because you feared it? And that just really wow, that really opened my mind to that. So yes, start looking at fear differently. When issues come up with our kids, right away we think, we are the problem, we are not good enough, and we're weak. That's our old self going back into the negative place. By counteracting our fear with love, then we can realize that it's not something here to hurt us, but to teach us. We look at fear and we hit it head on. It's just there. We can meet it with love and just push through it like a turnstile at the subway. Fear is only the opposite of love if you think about it. As you start to see fear differently and then start using more positive mindset, start using meditation. Look up meditations. Just see what goes well with how you feel. Racing around to birthday parties, to school functions, to family gatherings, it can really limit us to do things that make us feel better. So while we're racing around, we're really just maybe starting to dwell on these different fears. I remember when my girls started to stress about things, I would take it on as my own stress. During these times, Wayne Dyer, he always had a great quote, and he always said, meditate at this time. But here's his great quote. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what's going on inside. Understand that life will throw circumstances that look like problems at you and your child, but by using some of these ideas, you can really look at the fear as the lesson that it's here for. Those of us who are empty nesters now have the look on our face of, oh, now I understand. As a parent, we know all too well that when our children are struggling and in pain, we feel the same. They might be having a problem with tests or a relationship or unexpected feelings of just not feeling good about something with their friends. And we need to be sure to promote ourselves as the listening ear for them. By practicing all of these, we are basically showing and helping our children learn how to walk through their fear. So let's just take a deep breath and just look at it all as it's the lesson we were here to learn. Remember the biggest thing of all, you're giving your children and family a gift. And the gift is helping them to learn to deal with their fears. Way to go, Mom. Until next time, be you, continue to show your love, and expand your heart.